Welcome back. Just made a mistake, but we're back. All right. This is about Eli Lilly's weight loss pill or Orforglipron. Their April 2025 press release. This is the health coach reaction to that based on April 17th Eli Lilly press release. Basically, what they found Orforglipron is the first small molecule GLP-1 to successfully complete a phase 3 trial, lowering A1C by an average of 1.3 to 1.6 across doses. This once daily oral pill reduced weight by an average of 16 pounds at the highest dose, and the overall safety and tolerability profile of orforglipron in Achieve-1 trial was consistent with injectable GLP-1 therapies like Ozempic or Wegovy. So in this video, I'm going to give you an update on the research, a recap of these GLP-1 medications, how this medication may shake up the world of weight loss, potential side effects, and why it's not the perfect cure to obesity. Now I got a new mic. So welcome. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. Science-based is a core value of what I do. When I started my medical writing company, teaching people how to use science to improve their lives. And this is how you use science to improve your life as an adaptive business leader so you can lead a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. Now, link below, I've got Eli Lilly weight loss pill or Orforglipron when it first came out, when we were talking about it in June 2023. So I want to give you an update on that with the recent news in this Achieve-1 trial. First, let's get a brief overview of the GLP-1 receptor agonist medications. What they do, they have a bunch of effects. So around the body, so your brain, it can decrease your appetite, increase neuroprotection. The main effect that it's known for is slowing how fast your stomach empties, so you can feel fuller longer, be less hungry, but also has major benefits in terms of insulin secretion and glucagon secretion. And it's used as a diabetes treatment. Primarily, that's how it started, these GLP-1 receptor agonist drugs. And they found that they're super effective for weight loss as well. Click like if you're into this. So orforglipron is the first small molecule GLP-1 that you can take without food or water restrictions to successfully complete a phase 3 trial. It's never been done before. It's going to be revolutionary for the weight loss industry, medical space. Investors very interested in this. This is big news. Let's take a look at the results chart here. Basically, what we're looking at is very effective with A1C reduction, percent weight loss reduction, and weight reduction from the baseline in accordance with the size of the dose. So the bigger the dose, the bigger the effect is what they're finding here. And all these are compared to placebo. So that could be a very fascinating finding as they continue to research. So this phase 3 trial, what they do is they confirm and expand on the safety and effectiveness from phase 1 and 2, then compare the drug to the therapies for a disease or condition being studied and evaluate its overall risk and benefits. And they'll do that for about 1,000 to 3,000 people. This trial had, here I have a picture of the phase 3. So this is where they are in the studies. The next step is FDA review in the US. And then phase 4 is a longer term trial. So this Achieve-1 trial is 40-week randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trial comparing the efficacy and safety of those 3 doses. And the CEO of Eli Lilly said it's the first of 7 phase 3 studies examining the safety and efficacy of orforglipron across people with diabetes and obesity. Now, Eli Lilly expects to submit orforglipron for weight management to global agencies by the end of this year, 2025, and then looking at submitting it for type 2 diabetes in 2026. Now, that's big news. Let me know what you think in the comments. There are some negatives, however, when they were looking at this study, Achieve-1 study, the frequency of side effects correlated with how big the dose was. So you got bigger primary effects, more weight loss, better diabetes management, but also increased rates of diarrhea, nausea, stomach pain, constipation, and vomiting if you took larger doses as well. Something I always point out when it comes to these weight loss medications, they're super revolutionary and cool, fascinating stuff. Weight loss drugs don't fix the underlying causes of obesity. I had a long discussion about that when I was talking about the Oprah special, my experience in public health, where there are a ton of factors in the environment, genetics, and your choices, how your environment affects your choices that all impact on your health outcomes, whether you have excess weight, if you're able to make effective food choices, meal prep, understand what healthy eating is, all that stuff. So weight loss drugs won't cause everything or won't treat everything, but they can help you if you are facing challenges with obesity and diabetes, and then give you a framework to make different choices in your environment. Let me know if you want to talk about that, because I talk about it a lot on this channel. Click subscribe for that. Another thing here, previous studies of the injectable GLP-1 medications show that people regain weight after stopping the medication. That's the step 4 trials that were on semaglutide. I'll show you a picture. Basically, when people are taking this semaglutide, their weight decreased, their waist circumference in this chart. And then once they switched to placebo, basically stopped taking the active ingredient medication, they started to regain the weight, where people who continued taking medication continued losing weight. So that is something to consider. Basically, what they're showing is that once you stop taking the medication, you stop getting the results of the medication and you regain weight. So what I always point out, how I consider it, is that this, in terms of long-term weight loss, you're either going to be on this medication for a very long time, indefinitely, or you can use it as a training wheels, so to speak, for establishing healthier habits when you have less, when you're able to better manage your appetite, you have support medication to help you do that. So I'm not a doctor. You'll have to ask your doctor about it. But as a health coach, what I always emphasize is these weight loss drugs don't teach those new habits that you need. They just make it easier to follow through. So if you want help with weight loss before Orforglipron gets approved, or if you end up taking a weight loss medication, you want to make sure your results stick, we can work together. The Guilt-Free Game Plan is the most compassionate way to build self-control so you lose weight without all or nothing diets. It's all based on what does the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like. So thinking about that and building that life with your choices in your day-to-day actions. So if you want help with that, you can leave a comment below, message me on Instagram at FitForFreelance. Let me know what you think about Orforglipron, this new research, the continued trials. I'll give you an update as they continue to develop. And then next, you can watch Eli Lilly weight loss pill. When I first talked about that, I'll put that up top. Or you can check out my weight loss drugs playlist. I'll put that right below here. So that's today's message. As always, keep practicing. Peace.